right.
Stay on him. He's kind of. One more. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, I just hopped on creatine for the first time. So I've been
really?
drinking so much water.
When did you start?
Dude, like last week.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I noticed a big weight difference for sure. You'll be peeing a lot.
I think so, dude. I mean, I never had anything against it, but for some reason I just kept pushing it back. And then this summer I was like why am I not leveraging it, right? And then I finally ordered it. I think my dad was like kind of against it at first. I started reading more. He's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen the 5-pound jump yet or whatever people talk about.
Yeah, it takes a minute. It takes like a good 3 weeks.
Yeah, so you're on creatine?
Yeah, I've been on creatine for a while. About like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Year.
So you finally switched to full-on powerlifting, huh?
Yeah, I know powerlifting got my accessories. Yeah, especially like this last year. It's been a lot. It's been fun. Yeah, I really like it.
I know, because I know I'd always see you out there lifting with, Ari and Griffin and all them. And whenever I'd ask you, you'd always be like, oh, I don't compete. I'm just like doing it for fun, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I just had a feeling that, one day you might do it.
One day.
And then finally you come back and you're competing now.
Yeah, so, competition in January. I was pushing it off for a while, but like, I saw Ariane compete, talking to a lot of his friends too. Now we got the same coach and everything, so it's just like, if I want to do it, might as well go all in.
Dude, now's the time, right?
Yeah, especially since like, growing up, it's always been like, if I want to do something, might as well put 100% effort in. So, this kind of relates to the same thing.
That's cool. Yeah. I didn't talk to Ariane much. How does competition go?
He did fucking amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
He won his class, he won his raw class, and then he won his pound for pound best lifter in the whole meet. So he had the best dots out of all the weight classes, like proportionally.
Is this the statewide or what?
It's not statewide, but it's just in the meet. Okay. So pound for pound, he was the best lifter.
Gotcha.
So yeah, he's a dog. He got that shit up. Yeah.
I mean, you walk into Palmer and you just see this motherfucker.
Yeah, pulling like 6 plates. It's like, yeah. That's the thing too. Is like working out with him the last year has just been like a big motivator as well. It's like that saying, if you want to get faster, you got to run with people who are faster than you. Same thing.
I think so. I'm sure when you're around him, you just kind of see how he operates, right? Like he's locked into what he does, right?
Exactly.
Did you get into powerlifting through him, or were you ever
basically
into it before?
Yeah, I mean, like, I've been bodybuilding for like 2.5 years before that, and then first semester of college, like last year, met him, through like Orgo Lab or whatever, and then we started like going to the gym together, started doing a bunch of shit together, and started going to the gym together, and it just kind of like just clicked. And from there, I saw him doing his powerlifting, kind of hopped on the same program as him, and like I was doing pretty good too, so I was like, might as well keep at it.
Had you ever done like SBD before that, like as much as?
Not really, no. In fact, I never really benched before that period, or just like heavy squatted or deadlift. Honestly, I didn't do any of the three like a lot at all. If anything, I would only squat here and there, but all the other stuff I would like never do.
Interesting. Yeah. So you decide to start powerlifting. It's this instant click, not only with Ariane but also with like the sport.
Yeah,
the sport. You enjoy it immediately.
Yeah, 100%. I really, because it's for me like bodybuilding. It's just like, it's like you're just working on your physique. It's like it's really slow. It's like it's not a slow process, but it's a process that takes time, right? Same thing with powerlifting, but that's like a number that I can work towards, like a goal that I have. Like it's like a set program that I can like work towards. It's a hobby and a sport. And that's a sport that like I personally really enjoyed doing so far. Like I played sports growing up. I did like football, I did like tennis and stuff, but I was never really into like heavy lifting until like recently. So that's kind of where it clicked for me.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand that, but at least to me, like what was attractive about it, like when I was running the one program, was like I love like it's how like calculated almost. Like you have like your chart. You know, it's such a easy way to measure progress, right? Like it's. Football and tennis, like they're great. Like team sports are great, but it's such a personalized kind of, and especially for someone with like more like an analytical brain. Like just seeing that such a clear, organized way. Like there's something really satisfying about that. I like.
I agree. It's the same thing. I feel the same exact way. It's like you have your RPs, you have like your percentage like base workouts. You have like your block splits. Your week, your different weeks, like 4 block splits, whatever it is. And it's like each week, it's like you have to get better. It's like you're pushing, and it's like you're pushing yourself every single time, every single session, and you're seeing progress, and it's like you're seeing the direct results of putting in that work, which I really enjoy. It's like you're fixing your form, technique, whatever it may be. Like those little things add up, and it's like it's insane. I really just fell in love with the sport recently, especially keeping up with like bigger powerlifters too, like Russell Orhe. You got like Julius. You got like a bunch of people who I see as inspirations as well for myself. They're competing at the top of the top. It's like I want to try and get there too. Might as well. So, yeah.
It's also just becoming so much more popular, I think.
Yeah.
Like the number of people I hear that are on powerlifting programs. Like before it was like this unique niche thing, and now it's almost like it's like more common for me to hear it. So it's getting more competitive. But I feel like the whole world is getting more competitive to a degree.
100%.
Right? It's like anything you do right now, it's like everything's kind of But it's tough, but it's a dream, and it's might as well chase your dreams, right?
Yeah, I agree. It's every weight class you see, it's like, especially recently, it's like 83 kgs, 90 kgs, like even the 74s. It's like it's getting infinitely more competitive every single year.
Yeah.
And the bar is just getting higher and higher and higher. And it's just that I agree, the whole world. It's not even just powerlifting. It's like for like applications and like, engineering and medicine, whatever it may be, the world is constantly getting better. And it's a good thing, and sometimes it could be a bad thing, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So
I kind of fuck with it. I mean, obviously, I think we're in a position. I like to compete almost. So it's like I think the ways you compete now are more creative almost, right? Like whatever domain you're in, because like there's like a new like standard, right? But the elite class is like getting smaller and smaller, so you have to kind of like navigate your way. And, like how the fuck do I get there?
Yeah,
but it's a tussle. It's a hassle, but like
But I also really do think it's like you need to have people to support you as well. As much as like powerlifting is a singular, like it's based off your totals. You need a team to support you. You need to be with people who have the same mindset, same goals. Like growing up as a kid, what my dad used to always tell me was like, you become who you surround yourself with. It's like you got 1, 2, 3 idiots. Given your environment and time, you will become that fourth idiot, given time. So it's like you got to surround yourself with people who will better you constantly. Like you just, every day it's either getting 1% better or 1% worse. You never say the same. So that's how I see it,
No, I like the way you say that because, I mean, as you say that, I look back at my life, and I think the different groups of people that I've been in has been the best predictor of like how I've acted as a person, right? Like in different stages of my life, I've been around different kinds of people, and not always bad, but like even in different kinds of good, right? The kind of person I am is literally just a summary of like who I've been around, right? Which is kind of cool when you realize that, because it's like, I think when people have a goal to achieve, they think like, what are the things I have to do to achieve this goal? But for me, it's almost like, why don't I just find the people who achieve the goal and just hang out with them?
Exactly.
And somehow it always just works, like without even trying. Like I somehow just become like them. And it's kind of cool.
It's the biggest motivator for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like being surrounded by like people who are always lifting heavy ass weight, it's like it makes you want to do the same. And so that's like a big thing. It's like even with like school, you gotta surround yourself with like smart people. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Like you gotta be surrounding yourself with people who are always trying to get better, who are always grinding. That way, you always want to grind too. So that's how I see it.
Yeah, you were able to find those people here?
Yeah, especially this last year, I found a really good group of people, good friend group, and I'm living with some of them as well. So a lot of them are pre-med as well. So it's like same classes, same everything. So we do like a bunch of stuff together. It's been really fun. I've been really enjoying it. It's a grind, but gotta fall in love with the grind.
Yeah, dude.
Right?
Yeah, you have quite a grindy lifestyle, man. With pre-med, you're doing pre-med, right?
Yeah.
So pre-med and then powerlifting. Like I'm sure you just have so much. Like especially when the winter hits this year, bro. It's just gonna be that routine, right?
Yeah, it's like it was like that last year. It was like a routine. You just got same thing every day, but it is what it is. You gotta fall in love with it, man. You gotta love the process.
Do you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like, especially in the summers sometimes when I'm not as busy. Like the summer before college started, I had like nothing going on. Like I was just like chilling.
Like 2 summers ago, right?
Yeah, 2 summers ago, exactly. So before college, I was just chilling with my friends. I felt bored. Like I wasn't as excited or like looking forward to anything. And like being busy, even like my parents say, like I can't sit still. Like I always got to be doing something.
Yeah.
And so that definitely applies in college as well for me. Like I'm always doing something, some organization, some like research or whatever class. I just gotta keep myself busy.
I feel the same way, and I think that's one of the reasons I love this school so much.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone's that way over
Exactly.
here. Like everyone's just trying to do so much shit.
Yeah.
Right? Like all my friends are all in some other adventure.
Exactly.
Like you're in powerlifting. Teo's like obsessed with trading and shit. Like I feel like everyone has their obsessions, right?
Yeah.
And that's what's fun because like I want to like do as much as I can.
Exactly.
It's like I can't sit idle.
Yeah.
There's so much to do out there, right? So
Yeah.
why do I waste my time?
Yeah, I agree. It's like you live one life. It's like might as well make the most of it. Get the most experiences you can. Do the most you can in life. Meet the most amount of people, formed those good friendships. So I agree. I 100% agree.
Yeah. Are you from Michigan?
Yeah, I'm from Michigan. I'm from Novi.
Okay.
So it's about 30 minutes out from here.
Yeah,
it's not too
so
far.
this was always a dream, like coming to the school? Or did you consider anywhere else?
I mean, growing up, I've always loved Michigan, watched Michigan football too. Like, it's just a lot of my family and friends went there. It's pretty close to home. My parents wanted me to go here too, so it kind of makes sense. I mean, I definitely looked out of state as well, but Michigan made the most sense in state tuition, good pre-med program, a lot of friends that I know too. So it kind of worked out well, yeah.
Sick, dude. So that summer going to college, I'm just curious about. So when you didn't have much to do, like how did you end up coping with that? Like, did you end up doing something else, or you just like suffer?
Yeah, I mean, I try to pick up as much stuff as I spent a lot of time in the gym for sure before college. Saw a lot of my friends. I did go to India for a bit there, even for like the short amount I was there, only like 3 weeks. I like joined the hospital and I started working there. So it was a good experience, seeing the healthcare system in like a different place in India. It's very different compared to the United States.
In what ways?
So in India, it's like a lot more peer review with patients. You have a lot more doctors working together versus here it's like each doctor gets like a certain amount of patients, but over there it's like everybody's sharing that patient. It's like they're able to collaborate a lot more, and I feel like it's a lot less driven by like money wise or like other outside factors other than caring for the patient, which is what it should be. And so that's like a big thing that I saw, and I honestly really enjoyed being in that environment. It's like in the emergency room, there's, especially in like the area that I was working in, there's just so many people. It's just like they got that thing like an assembly line. It's like in and out, in and out, in and out.
It was more efficient over there.
Yeah, I honestly think it's very efficient over there as well. So
interesting. Because I feel like the American system is that like I have one doctor I work with, so checkups, problems, I go to that one doctor. That one doctor is assigned to kind of solve my problems. But
exactly.
Over there, it's almost like I'm shared. Yeah. Like, what does that mean?
It's so, I would like sit in some meetings and they would have like patients that they would go through every morning. Like I was in the cardiology department for a bit, right? And I was shadowing them and they were like, they would have a list of like high priority patients that they would all interact with. They would all talk about, they would all be like, okay, what is the plan of care for this patient? What is the plan of action here? And it's just like something very interesting that I really saw. And it was just like, especially my grandpa, he's the reason why I wanted to become a doctor. Since I was a kid, he's had like multiple heart issues, heart attacks, like cardiac issues, and like cardiovascular disease is a big prominent thing in my family, like both sides. So I've seen like a lot of my relatives go through things like that. And it's like I've been surrounded in the hospital setting since I was a kid, especially like I would go up to India like every summer. So I would see that. And it really inspired me to like really look into this. Okay, what is my background? How can I help solve that? That's kind of what led me into wanting to go into cardiology as well for like the healthcare, and that's kind of why I want to be a doctor. It's like one of the biggest reasons.
Yeah, it's interesting. So is that like just like a genetic thing in your family with the cardiovascular history?
Yeah, and it's honestly like South Asians as well.
Yeah, it's like a big thing.
It's a big thing. like cardiovascular disease, diabetes.
It's gotta be your diet, right? Like
yeah,
I don't know.
In India, it's like the diet. It's like not even the diet. It's just the lifestyle in general. Yeah. India's like the diabetic capital of the world right now.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's sad, but that's the tragic truth. It's like people in India, it's getting more westernized, so you have a lot more processed foods. Like how you had like the food stalls and everywhere. Mm-hmm. Those are becoming processed as well.
Is like holy fuck, dude.
It's like bro. Yeah, and it's like they start the morning with a cup of chai, pound of rice, a bunch of like other like dal, carbs, all carbs. Evening, cup of chai, some more biscuits. All right, take a nap. It's like very sedentary lifestyle, and it needs to change.
Yeah, I mean, sport is like we stand in place and just hit it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's happening in America too. It's not like it's not a thing like just in India, but that's just how it is. It's something we got to work towards.
It's definitely something I noticed like in Indian culture, and it's harsh, right? I mean, I think there's some places in India that just eat like rice all day. Like that's where my dad's from. Right? Yeah. It's like him growing up in like East India, like in Assam. Mm-hmm. Like they have rice for breakfast, rice for lunch, rice for dinner.
And
it's like oh my
it's
God.
Insane. And our ancestors used to do the same thing, but the thing is, they used to be on their feet all day. They used to be in the farms. They used to be walking to like wherever they had to go. They didn't have cars. They had to work. They were walking and moving every single time of the day, versus like our grandparents or like our family back home, They got a cushy lifestyle, man.
Yeah, it's sad, man.
They have like food delivery apps. Food delivery apps in India is insane. There's like so many. There's so many options. Yeah. Every time I would visit, my grandparents would be ordering. I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like
I see that. My I love my grandma, but she don't move, man.
Yeah.
She got to go on walks. I'm telling her every time.
Yeah.
Like, at least just walk down the block.
Yeah.
At least leave your apartment, right?
And the biggest thing is the older generation. They're a lot more stubborn. So it's like no matter what you tell them, it's very hard for them to change because that's what they grew up doing. Their parents taught them that. They learned that. They taught our parents that. So it's just set in stone. It's hard to change, but you got to lead by example. After a certain amount of time, it's like you can only say so much. You have to lead by example. You have to be the change, the catalyst to change them and change the people around you. And it's like growing up, like even in my life right now, I'm being changed by so many people that I see around me. And I want to have the same effect on other people. I want to change the people around me for the better. And so it's like a constant thing like that. Somebody else is changing you, and you got to change other people. You got to inspire other people. So that's how
I think the key thing is like I used to be very controlling.
Yeah.
Because when I started like improving my health, right, started going to the gym, started eating better, I'd always like want to force my family into it, right? Mm-hmm. And don't get me wrong, like they're already like they do pretty well, right? My dad goes to the gym. Like my whole family's pretty healthy, right? But I'd always like want to control them, almost telling them don't eat that, don't eat that, and it's like it kind of backfired, right? For like a year or two, I'm like, fuck, what? No one's listening, right? But I noticed like when I took a step back and just like chilled out, and you just kind of did your own thing, like slowly I see them transform around me. Like I see my sister like eating super clean, starting to go to the gym. Like, damn, I didn't like force you to do that. She just kind of like adopted it, right? So I think you said it perfectly, right? It's kind of be the catalyst, but without like forcing it. You know, I agree. It's a bit harder with your grandparents, right? Because I don't know if that would work on my grandma. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's what can you do, man? I mean, I think that one of the things about America, America has its problems, with like processed food and like, our aging population, but. I think one thing that is good about America is gym culture and sports culture.
I agree.
No other country in the world has the sports culture of America, right? From all the way from like preschool to high school to college, like sports is everything here. Yeah. And it's like you go to India and it's like, all my cousins, they're just study. Like, no gym, no go on a run. It's like that's such a foreign concept that it's like, why would I go play soccer right now, right? So that is one of the benefits of the U.S., I think. But it's
I agree. It's like. The U.S. has, especially recently, you see a lot of younger teens getting into lifting a lot earlier. And it's like you're seeing this generation of, like, meatheads almost. It's like these kids are, like, insane. You see a 15-year-old benching, like, 405. It's like, what am I doing at this point? But it's good. I think it's a good thing. I think it's good to have an active generation, a generation that's always moving on their feet, in the gym. It's a good hobby to have. Like, I think I'm going to keep doing it till, like, I get old, honestly.
As long as we can go,
As long as I can go. Because the research shows it's, like, muscle mass and strength training is one of the leading causes of reduced death. It's, like, reduced cancer, just in general. So it's, like, a good thing to have, 100%.
I've heard that so many times. And I've heard people tell me that it matters more than diet, which I was surprised about. But, I mean, the more I read about it, I think like Peter Attia's work is, like, he's all about exercise is like one of the most important things you can do, and it makes sense because so many older people die because of balance issues, because of falling, because like of weakness, right? And it's such an important ability to be able to move yourself around, and not only for living longer, but even your health span, right? Like if you want to be 80, being able to do shit, like you need your joints need to be working, like your muscles need to be there, right? So it's important, man.
Like I want to be 60 and I want to be playing with my grandkids. Like I want to be running down and like playing football with my kids, man, and like grandkids. Like muscle mass is like when you get older, it's not from getting older, like the loss of it. It's from not using it. The older you get, people just sit around. People are not moving as much, and it's a big issue that causes people to get like arthritis, like you said, like those joint issues. Even my grandma, like, it's just you got to move more. You got to be able to have an active lifestyle, strength training. It's a big factor, for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm glad that the culture is increasing, right? But it's at the same time, it's like the diet of people is just like I feel like it's just going down.
Yeah.
I mean, I see myself get tempted every now and then too, but I think it's such an important one, because like I think so many people eat so much shit these days because of like you go to the supermarket, it's just processed food everywhere, right? It's like, what do you do?
It's so easily accessible too. It's like everywhere you go, it's like you're seeing that. You're seeing, especially like kids. like you're watching TV or you're watching like ads or something. It's these bright, colorful foods. It's like, as a kid, like, you know, you don't want to try that. I want to eat that. I want to like try this like Lucky Charms that has bright ass colors. It's like, I wouldn't blame the kid. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, this is how it is. It's cheaper. It's how they make money, but it's hurting the generation for sure.
How do you go about it in your own life and like eating clean? Like, how do you balance all this?
Yeah. So, I mean, when I first got into lifting, my diet wasn't great. I was like, got to eat big to get big. I was a big 220 guy back in like a year and a half ago. I weighed like, 220, 225. I was pretty heavy. Now I'm like 175.
Oh, wow.
So it took me a while to cut down. I bulked up for way too long. I got like pretty big. And then it really clicked to me, like, diet is honestly one of the biggest factors when you're working out. That influences how you feel, how you look a lot. Like, I really make sure, like, I used to only look at like calories and protein. Now I'm looking like, okay, how many ingredients is in this? Is this like heavily processed? Is there a lot of like stuff that's gonna mess up my gut microbiome? Things like that. And once I really started focusing on that, I had a lot more mental clarity. I felt better. I looked better. I was able to perform better in the gym. You know, really focusing on my like nutrition, timing like my carbs. You know, figuring out when I should eat throughout the day. What helps me, you know, be full throughout the day and feel my workouts better. Little things like that added up, and it definitely changed like my performance in the gym and performance just outside of that as well.
Yeah, I love that. I think that it's so hard. Like, I look at I pull something from the supermarket and like, it's just bread. Like, come on, it's just bread. I look at the ingredients and I'm like,
it's like
why
30,
you gotta put 30 fucking ingredients in that shit?
It's insane. I agree. That's why it's hard to eat clean in this, especially in America, where regulations are not as high as other countries. It's a lot harder, so it's not as regulated. You have a lot of other, like, you have a random bullshit and stuff.
I'm sure you've heard, right? Like, the Europe versus, like, America, the Canada versus U.S., like, the fruit snacks and stuff, bro. Like, they use completely different ingredients in the European. Yeah. I'm not saying it's, like, I mean, they still got sugar and stuff in there, but America is, like, free-for-all, bro. Put petroleum jelly or some shit in your fruit snacks, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, and that's a big thing. It's, like, people say it's expensive to eat clean, but I honestly don't think it is. You can there's a lot of cheaper alternatives that are still very healthy. Like, single ingredient foods and like whole foods are like the way to go for me. I eat pretty clean, in my opinion. I like focus a lot on eating like very clean foods, like higher like single calorie proteins, carbs, like potatoes, rice. Like, keep it like simple. I don't overcomplicate it, is what my rule is.
I mean, simple is the way to go. I think for everything in life, you know, like, I mean, literally, like, when I felt the best, my diet was just rice, chicken, vegetables, and eggs. Yeah. That's it.
And you don't have to overcomplicate it. You can make it taste good, too. Like, in the morning, I usually make, like, protein pancakes. This is, like, my go-to for the last, like, 3 months. It's just egg whites, Greek yogurt, protein powder, and it's just like...
Banana?
Yeah, banana.
Banana just makes it taste so good.
Makes it so good, and it's like clean, simple carb, gets you good energy in the morning. So it's just great.
When you try banana in your pancake, you'll wonder, why do people even put sugar in pancakes?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't need it, bro.
You don't need it.
Banana is so good.
Yeah. The one thing I do say is I am like a sucker for some of these like artificial sweeteners, like in my protein powder or like Coke Zero. It's like sucralose and aspartame. People are like, oh, you shouldn't do all that. But I mean, the research does show it's not as harmful as people do say. Like in Coke Zero, they have like aspartame, right? The studies like that they did you need to drink like 15 cans a day for like 3 weeks to like even see some side effect. It's just such a minuscule amount, and people try to demonize it. But honestly, in my opinion, I don't think it's that bad. It's everything you do is in moderation. Like 80-20 rule. You have 80% of your good food, like clean food, and that 20% is like, that's your leeway. That's like where you have your snacks, your desserts, whatever. Like, you have to have balance in life. You can't eat super clean your whole life, whole like week. It's hard. So that's why you have like that leeway, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I think my mindset about that is more in my private life, eat clean. So like when I'm in a routine, right, like school, my typical day, I'll try to just eat rice, chicken, vegetables, fruits. But if it's a Friday and I'm going out with friends, I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
Right? Like, I'm not gonna start eating a bunch of burgers, right? But I can go off the diet. If I want to eat sweet every now and then, I'll eat it. But the thing is, like, my craving has gone down so much that it's like ends up happening every 2 or 3 months. Like, that's not affecting me. You know what I mean? And I used to stress about seed oils like so much, and now I'm just like,
it's
they're probably not that bad.
Yeah,
Just
the research
those.
does show it's not as terrible as like people make it out to be. I mean, I usually limit mine, but if I have to have it, it's like it's not like the end of the world.
Yeah.
I'll have it. It's like that's what I'm saying. The dosage is the poison. It's like you have to have everything in moderation. You can't go overboard with anything.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I still stay away from aspartame. I'm not gonna lie. That shit scares me.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, do what works for your body. Listen to your body. Listen to your mindset. Do what works for you, man.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be too extreme about anything in life. I've done that before, bro. I've been bad. Yeah. And, life is more fun when you're like kind of go with the flow of things. Like you lean toward good. Yeah. You don't overthink, right? And you're more comfortable. But I think for me, it's even easier to be disciplined when I'm like not stressing about it all the time, and it makes life better,
Exactly.
So
I agree.
Yeah, man.
As long as you're working hard, you're grinding, and you're putting in the work that you need to put in, you'll see the results. That goes with the diet as well, is what I'm saying. So I think. As long as you're working, you'll be fine. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear you put that much emphasis in single ingredient. I think it's so important, but there's not too many people I know that are as strict about it as you are, right? I have a couple of friends, right, but it's still kind of underground in a way where people are not looking at the ingredient list of shit still. Yeah. I think that it's growing in culture, but I think there's still ways to go before everyone's on that. Yeah. And it's harder as a college student too when you're cooking.
Especially, I agree. Yeah, getting your own groceries and stuff, it's a lot harder for sure. It takes time to learn your diet and nutrition and then what your body needs, but it's a worthy thing to learn in my opinion. And I think I've been seeing people hop on that a lot more recently. That's a good thing, but hopefully more soon.
Yeah. How did you make that transition from eating shit to eating clean? What was the catalyst?
I mean, the catalyst honestly in my opinion was I was working out for a year and a half, and I wasn't happy with how I looked, and so I was like,
what were you not happy about?
I mean, I didn't look good. I wasn't I was usually for being bulked up, I was still getting tired in the gym. I was still feeling groggy throughout the day. I had mental fog, wasn't as clear as I could be. I mean, I was in high school at this point too, and it's just I gotta feed my body what it needs to have. It's a growing body. I was 17 at that time, and it's just I really realized especially even social media TikTok and Instagram, that actually did give me a lot more clarity too. You see these nutrition pages, you see these fitness influencers, what do they eat, what are they doing to achieve the results that they want to, and you kind of build on that, and then you kind of lay that foundation, and you kind of start transitioning into it. It took time for me because I grew up a fat kid. All right, I love food. You'll see me if I go out. I went to New York this summer. I tried all the food that I tried. You gotta try different foods, but you have to have that balance. And that's what I learned transitioning is I need to have balance. I can't go overboard with this or that. I need to be able to control myself, self-control and self-discipline. And that took a long time for me to learn. But once I was able to figure that out, I saw a lot of changes. It just changed a lot for sure.
I mean, yeah, you look great now.
Thank you.
I mean, cutting down 50 pounds is no joke. I'm sure it was tough.
It took a long time. It took a year for sure.
Well, yeah. Was it hard to quit the unhealthy food or
Yeah, it definitely is hard. I didn't go cold turkey. I slowly controlled my portions on this and that, and then eventually I just cut it out. And I started tracking as well, especially this summer too. I tracked a lot, and that was able to keep me, in a zone, and seeing how many calories I'm eating, see what I'm eating, and I had space for to eat a dessert here and there, and that's what really helped me control myself personally.
It's small little rewards along the way.
Yeah,
that
basically.
We're not sacrificing much your goals. Okay. Yeah. That's cool. I asked that because I feel everyone I've talked to kind of has a different thing that helped them a lot. How they end up going about it. I think one of my friends who was a fat kid as well. Running helped everything for him, and it's well, some people tell me that running did not help them at all. Yeah. So it's just so interesting. Everyone has such a unique story behind it. And there's no one size fits all. You really have to kind of experiment with things.
That's what I'm saying. I had a phase where I was running too, and it's just you gotta try a bunch of different things and see what you end up liking and see what you can do consistently. Consistency is key. It's there's gonna be times where you're going to the gym, you're so motivated, you want to do this and that, but motivation doesn't last forever, right? It's motivation goes up and down, but it's those days where you don't want to go, those days when you don't want to eat clean, that's that discipline comes in. That discipline needs to be constant. It needs to be something that you're motivated towards every single day, because motivation is gonna ebb and flow all the time. So
Yeah, man. It's funny because I started on the complete opposite end of the spectrum. I was like such a skinny kid.
Yeah.
Like I was a twig, bro. I was
Yeah.
a fucking twig, right? And I think when I started lifting, I got into this mindset that bulk. That's it.
Yeah.
Just bulk. And for 4 or 5 years, I've just been bulk,
Yeah.
right? And this summer's the first time I thought like take a break from the bulk and just cut, right? And I noticed that I felt so much better when I wasn't eating, dude. Like I just felt like a fat ass all day. And I wasn't even eating unhealthy, man. I was just eating a lot.
Yeah.
Right? And I think the first time I gave myself a break, like a no fear break, that like I can just like stop eating for like a month or two, it felt so good.
That's
right?
good.
And I think I just feel better off of like less calories.
Yeah.
But now I have to start bulking. I'm kind of small still.
Yeah,
So
you still look great. You look great, man. And you lift a lot for like your size. Seriously.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. You've been working. I've been seeing it, man.
Yeah.
It's good.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, I think my proportions, my height helps a little bit.
Hey, work is work, man. Progress is progress. Don't ever put yourself down.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. But unfortunately, I have to start the bulk again.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, especially being in college, I feel like it's a lot easier.
Dining hall, bro.
Yeah, dining hall. That's what I'm saying. Mojo warrior right here.
I was telling Taylor I felt like a fat ass today, bro. Dude, I ate like do you have a dining hall pass?
Yeah, I have like a half one.
Okay, like they had these focaccia chicken sandwiches at lunch.
Oh man.
Oh my god, they were so good. I mean, I ate bread, I know, but just like
hey,
dude,
yeah.
it was so good. I ate like 3 of those. I felt like I'm like bulking, so I'm like telling myself it's alright to have some carbs.
Yeah.
I felt like a fat. I
And
still
that's
feel
okay.
like I still feel it in my stomach, bro.
Yeah, having a healthy relationship with food is really good. Like you need to be able to figure out what you like and like keep it in moderation and keep a good healthy relationship with food. That's the most important thing. You know?
Yeah, I think there's small things that people don't even realize are that bad for you too. Like the deli meats are like pretty bad.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Last year, me and Ariane too. We used to eat those deli sandwiches all the time. And then this summer, I was like reading it, and I was like, these are not that great for you. And I was like, damn. And I like kind of like I was making it too throughout the summer, like deli sandwiches. And I kind of switched off, and I'm like, I feel better. Like I don't feel as bloated. I don't feel as like shitty. So
I blow quite a bit too.
yeah, no, it's. I feel like it's like a South Asian thing too. I bloat very easily as well.
Yeah, my sister bloats a lot too, and she's been like tracking it.
Yeah.
And she's realizing that when I snack, I bloat a lot. So she's been like cutting on snacking. So
Exactly.
yeah, dude. Because like I literally today I was reading about the deli sandwiches because I knew like I think sometimes your beliefs about things can be just completely wrong.
Yeah.
Because like I used to think those burgers are terrible, right? And they're pretty bad, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and I used to think that the deli sandwiches are bad, but probably not as bad. Then I started reading, like I was talking to ChatGPT, and I'm just trying to analyze. Okay, like if I have to eat a burger right now, and I have to eat a turkey sandwich, which one is worse? And it said that the deli meat of the turkey is much worse than the meat patty for XYZ reasons. I'm like, there's no shot. I've been eating so many of this like.
Yeah. It's just those preservatives and stuff that like they use to increase that shelf life. Mm-hmm. It's just it's very bad for human consumption. Honestly, it's just not meant for us.
It's crazy like how mainstream this shit is.
Yeah.
Now. I mean, it only took like a couple decades, and now it's like everyone's eating just processed food.
Yeah, I know. It is what it is. It's just regulations and like money wise and economy. It's just that's just what they prefer.
Yeah, man. Do you think there's hope for America or no?
What was that?
Do you think there's hope for America?
I think there is. I think the younger generation especially is working towards, change. It's going to take time. I don't think hope is ever lost. I think, like, the moment you doubt it is the moment you lose. You got to always have, like, an optimistic mindset. Like, I think positively about the way that we're going. You need to think that, like, it'll work out. It may look dark right now. It looks like that for, like, a lot of reasons. But, keeping a good mindset, I think, helps a lot to, ensure that we're going the right way. And trying to actively participate in, going that right way as well would help as well, for sure. Yeah.
Do you notice in your friend group people are shifting as well? Or do you think
shifting in what way?
In terms of, like, better health?
Yeah. Especially, like, I mean, the thing is I surround myself with people who are trying to better themselves, so I see that, like, they are. But outside of my friend group, I don't know how people, move. Maybe they're not, as active or as healthy. But that's just how it is, You got to surround yourself with people like that. That's what I've been doing, at least.
What do you recommend, like, to younger people? Like, if you had to, like, prioritize a couple pillars of your life, like, what are the most important things you should focus on for good health? Because I know there's, like, a million things I could probably do, right? So what's the most valuable in your eyes?
I'd say just get some form of movement throughout the day. And, like, honestly, besides that, you know, educate yourself. You really want to educate yourself on various topics every single day. Like, you always want to be learning something. Every single day, you know, you want to learn something new. You need to be learning something new every day. That's just what you got to do. Whether it be about like a new show or like about your schoolwork or about music or something. Just keep getting more knowledge. Knowledge is power. You know, you're paying so much to go to the school, right? Might as well learn as much as we can, you know, gain as much knowledge as we can.
So in your eyes, like, what do you think? How do you think you gain knowledge? Like, do you read books, or do you like what's your method of like?
Honestly, it's
TikTok.
No, that's a big thing too. Is TikTok is like it's a big problem. Like, even I would admit it's like a problem for me too.
Yeah.
It's like,
do you have the app?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but yeah, that's just it's an issue that our generation is experiencing with like short form of media. I saw this one article. It's like it's more damaging than alcohol for our brains.
Shot.
I'm like, I don't know if that's what it said, but it's something along those lines. It's like short form like media is a lot more damaging than like we realize, and that's something that I gotta work on as well. But we're working towards it.
Yeah, dude.
But for me, like a big way that I gain knowledge is just talking to people. I just talk to a bunch of people, ask questions. I'm like a very outgoing person. So I like to talk to people. I like to interact with people. Like, you know, learn what they're doing. What are they learning? What is your major? What internships are you doing? You know, and really gain knowledge on what other people are doing in life, and see how it compares to mine, and see, you know, can I get better from what, you know, their knowledge, things like that.
No, that's great. I think it's so important to talk to other people, right? Because I wasn't like that like my senior year of high school, but slowly I think I've grown in that area. I think freshman year, and I see that in you a lot. Like, you're really social, especially in the gym. Like, you're friends with everyone around there. So I think I mean I have gained so much knowledge from just talking to people, right? Especially like during this.
That's what I'm saying.
You learn so much from just sitting with someone for a couple of hours and seeing what's going on in their world. And I feel like everyone has secrets, man. You know, everyone has like their little deep.
Everybody does.
And they're cool, man. You know.
I agree. It's like, especially like doing this podcast, like what is 120, right?
Yeah, 120.
After like 120 episodes, I bet it's a lot of people you've interacted with. Good knowledge for sure.
Yeah.
Like, there's definitely things you probably learned before starting the podcast versus what you know now.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
I think my whole view of the world has changed.
Yeah, exactly.
I just think that I feel like I understand humans a lot more, right? Because I think the way that when I'm sitting with someone, they're telling me a story about this thing in their life or that thing in their life or what they care about in life or what their dream is like, I see so many patterns in that it's almost like I can see similarities in like what makes a human almost. And it's kind of cool to see that. Like, you learn about like human nature almost.
I agree.
Yeah.
I 100% agree. I think it's very important to understand how other people view the world and really consider other people's viewpoints. Like, when it comes to like politics and stuff, people are always like, you know, beefing and doing this and that. It's like, people really need to like sit down, really try and think where this person is coming from instead of going the route of violence or like attacking them immediately for their character. It's like you have to really try and see other people's opinions and, you know, try and see where people are coming from. So especially in this day and age where the country is so polarized, I think it's just basic morality people need to have for each other. That's what the biggest thing is, in my opinion.
Dude, politics is such a mess, bro.
Yeah.
I've like checked out of it, bro.
Yeah,
I can't
me too.
Shit.
I just don't. It's just insane. I honestly I have no words for the way it's going right now in America. I still have hope, but we'll see.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was never into it growing up, and then I think when I was doing this podcast, I think that in the 2024 election cycle, I started following like what's going on just so we can talk about it. And I got into it for a little bit, and then like after summer break, I've just been checked out again. Like I stopped talking to people about politics. I stopped watching the news, and now I'm like, someone will bring it up on a podcast. I'm like, I don't even know what Trump just did, bro. I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck's happening anymore, bro.
And the biggest thing is like when it comes to like everything we've talked about today, when it comes to like lifestyle, like nutrition stuff with like the generations, like politics plays a big influence on that. Like, for example, recently they've been trying to change like the education system with how they're educating children and like PBS and like changing that whole like new school or whatever teaching system that they have.
Tell me about this. I don't know what it is.
So recently, like Trump took away the federal funding for PBS, which is one of like the biggest like funding for like education and online like videos programs and stuff. and he's introducing like this new, I forgot the name of it, but it's like this new online school thing, and like that is pumping out videos, and it's like really like not as accurate of history. Like for example, there was this one video of Christopher Columbus animated saying slavery wasn't bad back in the day, you know, it's because everybody did it.
Can you pull it up, Teo? Is that real?
And it's like
what do you have to search out?
I forgot what the name of it is called, but look up like Christopher Columbus, like the YouTube clip or whatever. And it's like new. Oh fuck! I forgot the name of it. It's like
Trump's new school.
Our slavery. This is kind of insane, but just hear me out.
Oh yeah, screen recording. Yeah, do that real quick. He'll get that video. I gotta see that shit, bro. No shot.
It's a really insane.
Wait, so what is this new school? Like, okay, I know PBS, right?
Yeah, so it's trying to replace PBS basically, and that's what I'm saying. It's like you start with the younger generation. It's like when you influence how they think and how they interact with other people, is how the whole world is going to change. It's the future leaders, right?
Yeah.
Slavery, Trump. Yeah, PBS replacement downplay slavery. Yeah, this one.
Is the audio working on the TV? Okay.
Yeah, Prager University.
So Trump's PBS replacement features Christopher Columbus telling kids that slavery was no big deal. Okay, the audio's not working, but I gotta watch that after.
Yeah, but it's a pretty crazy clip. And the guy Prager, apparently, he's like another insane guy. So it's just like a whole weird situation.
Yeah, this is interesting.
I'm not that big into politics, but when it comes to like education and things like this, I think it's something that needs to be taken very seriously.
Yeah.
Because kids are, that's how you mold them at such a young age. And it's like, you need to have a good influence as a kid,
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the current education system in general, though?
Current education system, obviously it could use some work, You have like kids these days who are not as social. I feel like as we were back in the day, kids are like glued to their phones. I like have some time where I'm like on my phone way too long. Like my screen time can get high sometimes. But it's like kids really need to learn to interact with each other more and really be comfortable in an environment where they don't have to be on their phones all the time. Especially in school, like they're introducing more like, no phone policy, all this and that. But really like making sure each kid has the education and like the support system that they need. Like every kid is different, so they're gonna need to learn different. So having one set, education and way of learning, in my opinion, isn't the best way to meet every kid's needs. So I think something that can address that and work towards that, I think would be the best way, for sure.
Yeah, I wonder if you think that problems with like phone addiction and stuff and social stuff should be like the school's responsibility, because I'm just trying to think that I feel like a lot of the fault goes to the parents, right? Because I feel like
I agree.
I've just been in the airport sometimes, and you just want your kid to shut up, so you just give them the iPad.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's where this like addiction starts, right? When they're like 4 years old and they're the iPad kid, right?
And
I feel like if I raise my kids right, hopefully like they can use their phone without getting addicted to it, right? But it's so interesting because I feel like I've talked to people who want to like homeschool their kids and stuff, right? Which I think is too extreme, because I think that it's important to be like in a social setting, right? But I think this thing with the phone is so interesting to me because I used to be addicted to it too, and like I'm not anymore.
Yeah.
And I feel like it all comes down to like the parents too now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the parents definitely are a big role in that. It starts at home for sure. But, the kid going to school all the time and, being surrounded by kids who do the same thing, it's like they want to also be involved in that, do the same things. It's like you're influenced by your environment. At the end of the day, like, you are a product of your environment, but it's not that you can't change that. You have to actively work towards changing it. You have to recognize that problem. Like, you were able to recognize, I had a problem with my phone. I was addicted. I'm able to, like, okay, I can change now. I'm better now. Like, I need to work towards that. And that's something kids need to realize as well. Mm. Like, I've seen that in my own aunt and her kids. Like, they were like 4 or 6. They would be crying and stuff. And the first thing she would do is just give them the phone so they can be quiet. It's like, and I would be sitting there like, this is not how, you should be raising them. It's just like, they're on Cocomelon or like, whatever.
What's Cocomelon?
It's like the kids shows or whatever. Like, such bright colors that keeps them addicted to watching those shows. And it's really bad in my opinion.
Dude, I was in the airport like before my flight to Michigan,
Yeah.
like 3 weeks ago, and we're just sat next to, like, this Indian family, right, and their kids, bro. Oh my god, they're all like dressed like weird, and they're all on their iPads, and they're just munching on chips, spilling it all over themselves.
Yeah.
Their teeth are all fucked up too. Like their teeth like were growing and all. Like it could be genetic, but I mean, if you're eating like just chips all day, imagine for like that was 5-6 years of your life, like. It was just like so annoying to see because they were just like crying nonstop, just on their iPad, like just making noise, and I'm like, I mean, I still want to know like how your parents raised you. Like, I mean, if a kid cries and you give them the iPad, you're just rewarding them for like getting attention.
I do feel very empathetic for those kids. It's like, it's not the kid's fault. Usually, it's never usually the kid's fault. You know, they're a product of how they're raised. It starts with the parents, but that's just how it is, you know. It requires active work and change and focusing on education, and that's why I think like the school does play a role, because they're able to identify those issues. Parents are so used to seeing how their kids are at home. It's like once the school sees how that is, teachers can take an active role in shaping that kid's life, how they interact with other kids, how they are gonna grow up eventually. Like me personally, like I'm shaped a lot by how my teachers were in high school. And in like middle school, like having a really good science teacher in my sophomore year really pushed me towards going on that pre-med route, pushed me towards science. Like teachers like that are what shape kids for the future, in my opinion.
That's interesting. So do you think that teachers should take more of a role in, like, I guess it's like more of being a role model?
Yeah,
but
100%.
I mean, do you think that it's more that the teacher should like pay attention to these things more, or do you think there should be like more of like a school-wide kind of thing that can help combat this? Or
I think it can honestly be both. Like teachers can honestly like recognize a kid's patterns because they interact with so many kids on a daily, and it is hard to like keep track of every single kid, what they're doing, and like how they are, like, what their personality is like and everything. But being cognizant of that and being aware of how these kids are, growing up in today's age and trying to like better them is something that requires a lot of work, and that teachers could work towards for sure.
Yeah, tell me more about like the relationship you had with your teachers.
Yeah, so I mean, growing up in like elementary school, middle school, it was just regular going to school, coming back home. It wasn't much. But in my high school, so I went to an all boys Catholic high school. Ooh. Yeah. So I had to wear not uniform, it was a dress code. I had to wear like
This is from high school?
Yeah, this was in high. It was from 7th grade to 12th grade. So it was 6 years. I had to wear like a, what's it called? Dress shirt, dress pants, dress shoes, tie every single day for 6 years.
Tie.
Yeah, tie. It was insane. But the thing is, at a certain, like, I hated it. At first, my parents sent me there. I was like, I hate this thing. I don't want to be here. But I honestly made some of my best friends from that school, met some of the best teachers, best environment that I've been in. And if people ask me, like, oh, you went to an all-boys school? Like, did you like it? Did you hate it? I was like, I loved it. Like, it was really enjoyable. Like, the teachers, like, my school was a Jesuit school, so they really focused a lot, like, in my school, like, in my opinion, like, they really focused a lot on, like, having respect for, like others, and really like focusing on like treat others how you want to be treated. And the teachers were very like open, and they were like always down to help no matter what. And especially my high school like science teacher, she shaped a lot of the things that I do today, like the way I study and everything. And she would always like check up on us, not even just in our grades wise in the class, but like other extracurriculars. She'd be like, oh, how was football practice? Oh, how was like, mock trial or theater, whatever you're doing. Like she would check up on us, and her class wasn't small. We had like a good 35 kids, and she would have like multiple classes. But she would check up on like all the kids, make sure everybody's doing okay. And that really like changed my perspective on how that like influences other kids too, because that helped me. Like I have somebody, like a support system outside of my house. At school, having that constant support system really helps like me. And it was able to like push me to be better in the classroom as well. Constantly knowing that she's there to check up on me and there for support really helped.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting, man. Because I think so. I went to a boarding high school. It wasn't all boys. It was mixed. But yeah. I feel like we have like because I like the teachers in my school. Yeah. I like my school a lot. And I feel like I don't know if we have like a good perception of like what actual schools are like because of that, right? Because I'm sure that, the teachers at your school seem pretty high quality. I mean, I've not talked to enough people from my public schools about this topic of like what they think about teachers there, but I mean, I've heard that outside of those like spheres that most public teachers don't care as much. They don't pay as much attention to kids, right? I mean, that's also just like huge ass school, right?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm curious if for an all boys school, was it like also an all girls school nearby, or was it just?
Yeah.
Okay.
So where I'm from, there were a bunch of all boys schools and a bunch of all girls schools. So it's not like we didn't have like interaction with other girls or whatever. It's like my ex-girlfriend from like 3 years ago went to an all girls school. So that's how I met her. It's just like it was a good time. We had like proms and homecomings and everything. We would still interact, but like on a daily basis, it was just all guys, which is like some people are very like, I don't want to do that in high school. Like I grew up going to a like co-ed school. A lot of people like are like that, but I honestly don't think it was that bad. I think it was pretty fun. You connect really well with a lot of the guys, and you're able to form like a brotherhood. Honestly, like especially my senior year, I got close with a bunch of guys that I didn't think I would ever get close with, and it's like I made a bunch of new friends senior year that I wish I had made before, and it's just. They really because you're surrounded with them every day. Like for 6 years I was with these guys, and it's like just form a really close relationship.
How'd that end up happening out of nowhere senior year?
Senior year, I think honestly it was the fact that we're all going to college, and it's just like might as well start interacting with more people, start getting out of that bubble. We're all about to be gone in like a year, so and that definitely pushed me towards opening up a lot more. Yeah,
that's cool, man. So on like a weekly basis, like how often would you guys like interact with people from all girls school? I'm just gonna figure out like every week would you interact with girls, or would you go like long periods of time without?
Not every week, but like every so often, every few weeks. I mean, I had like friends who were in those schools, so I would see them quite a bit too. So it's just like, plus I did theater, and so that was like co-ed. We would have like girls from other schools come and like do that. A lot of people don't realize that I did theater in high school. A lot of people don't expect that, but I did it for like 2 years. Sure, so I was able to meet a lot of like other girls through that as well. So it was fun. It was a fun time. So yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Do you did it feel weird coming to like a co-ed school after this, or just like whatever?
A little bit, but not really, because it's not like I didn't have interaction with girls in high school. Like I had a lot of friends who were girls. Like a lot of my friends were, so I was able to see them all the time. Like I had a friend group in high school who had like a bunch of girls and guys. So it wasn't weird for me. At least I was able to it was a good transition. But yeah, I think it's not too bad.
Yeah, man, that's sick. I'm going back to like the India versus America just because it was on my mind. So it's still such an interesting concept to me, like what the healthcare system is like over there.
Yeah.
Because I've been to India so many times. I guess I'm not paying attention to the hospitals or anything, right? But I think there is like a cultural aspect of India of like just grinding for the sake of grinding, right? Whereas America is more about like trying to gain influence and trying to gain money, right? Yeah. It's like America's more competitive. America's more like I need to win. India's like I feel like there's a grind set mentality that I'll sit for like 20 hours at work, right? So, and I think when you describe that, there's like the sharing of patients. There's doctors coming down and sitting together to try to figure out like how do we help this patient. I think that in my mind at first it felt kind of different, but it kind of makes sense now thinking about like the culture of India too, that it's like our goal is to just like work hard and deliver value, and I think that kind of blends into this idea of like doctors coming together trying to solve problems, right? So is that like the culture you noticed there too, or like tell me more about like India?
I mean, for me, like especially hearing from how my parents grew up, it's like I think America really values, especially recently, like that well-rounded like individual, like having that extracurriculars, leadership, research, this, that, your grades. In India, it's like study. I have to take this one test to get to the top school. Like my dad, for like his entrance exam for like high school or college, like the middle, whatever it was called, they had like one exam, and you just had to write it and like study for that like the whole time, and everybody had to take it, and that determines like what school you would go to, like just based off of like that test. And so it's different here. Like you have like extracurriculars and like other outside things that really influence like where does somebody go to college and this. And over there it's a lot like more like I feel like people are definitely more grind that mindset. Like the way my dad has an IT company and he did consulting. So he would get a lot of foreign people, and he would tell me like how a lot of these kids who were super smart. They were really smart people. Like, but the biggest issue was they didn't know how to like talk to people in interviews, even in med school interviews and stuff like that. You have really smart international students, really smart people from India, but they come and sit down for an interview and talking to somebody. They don't know what to talk about, and it's not even the language barrier. It's just they're so focused on school and not focused on forming those relationships with other people and being able to interact with people and show off like how they how they feel. I think that's like the biggest issue in India.
I think so. And like I love that about America, right? I mean, dude, I feel like we do like guards it, but I think it pays off. I think the ability to be well-rounded is so important, right? And I think that if people complain about how like there's not like a objective way of determining like who should get into what school or things like that, but I kind of like the variability of it because you got to like to see all kinds of different people, right? Like I fuck with it, honestly. It's a little bit harder to get in, but exactly. I'm good now. But you know, I do see that, right? I mean, I have cousins who live in India, right? And I mean, they're grinders and they're smart people, right? I mean, like my cousin, she was like grinding for the IIT, and that's all she would do. She would just study all day, right? And then, you know, then things happen, right? And I feel like I just couldn't imagine that. I feel like life would just not be as fun because like I love working, right? But I also like working like in creative projects and like all like kind of combining skills, right? Like I like the lifestyle of like, you know, like working hard in school and then working hard on like personal projects and working on like startups and like working on my social life too. Right? I think they're all kind of like intertwined in a way, and they all kind of help each other. Exactly. Like the skills I learned here doing this podcast will contribute to like me trying to get a job down the line, or like the skills I learned like in school maybe will help to elevate the conversation here. Like I feel like they all help each other in a way, which is like I think that's one of the best parts about America, right? That well-rounded nature, right? I mean, maybe it's bigger in Michigan, right? But like the work hard, play hard culture of just like try to do as much shit as you fucking can, right? That's what I'm saying. And it's not a thing in like India and other places, unfortunately, you know.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree, and it's like you see, and it's not even just India, honestly. I think the whole world in general is just becoming like more focused on being well-rounded, and like the bar is just constantly being set higher. Like I saw this one video, it was like they pulled doctors like applications from like when they applied, and it's like what you would have applied, like, your MCAT score would have been a 503 now. You would have had like a 3.6 GPA. It's like you wouldn't even have been able to get into a DO school at that point. And it's just like the bar is just always setting higher. And so it's like these kids who are being born today, it's like they're coming in on like 11 out of 10 difficulty, honestly. It's like they're just being put in an environment that's just such a grind set mindset. But it breeds like the best. Yeah. But I think there's an issue with that because not every kid is going to be the brightest. Not every kid is going to be the best. And so you need to have like that leeway for those people, be able to like, you know, be empathetic and understanding. So that's a big issue too.
Yeah, I think that if you want like the perfect GPA, the perfect grades, there's so much competition. Like, I'll be honest, at this school, bro, I'm probably not even like close to the best CS kid here, right? Like some of these CS kids, bro, are sweaty, bro. Insane. So like some of these CS kids, bro, like no, not you. I mean you're pretty good, but you know what I mean, like the smelly ones that sit in the room all day. Like realistically, I can't compete with them in terms of like who is better at coding, right? But I actually kind of like that because it means that I can find other ways to stand out.
Exactly.
And I think that, you know, it's sure there's so many kids with the 4.0 GPA, perfect grades, good at coding, but like how many like CS kids are there that are good at business?
Exactly.
Okay, well that's a differentiator, right? Like how many, like if I can master like CS and business, right? Like be the best at networking, be the best at social skills, 100%. and know technical skills really well. Okay, like that's a creative way to stand out, right? And I think that sure, like the bar is rising, but I think that also allows people to kind of find like check out of the game, like don't even play the game anymore, like find a different way. Like, what if I just go this way instead and like win that way, right? And I think that I've seen that a lot more people, right? Like everyone's becoming more creative in like how they want to build their life path, right? Like, and it's kind of exciting, you know? Like it's, I mean, I'm a competitive person, so, no, but it is fun, you know, like to find out like how can I like based on what I have, like what realistically can I do to like win by like kind of checking out the game, kind of defining my own rules of the game almost, right?
Yeah, I agree with that. It's just like there's always gonna be somebody who's better than you at something. That's just a fact. especially with so many people in the world, somebody's going to be better than you. You just got to work to being better than you were the day before. You just always got to be getting better. And it's like you got to figure out, what am I the best at? What can I be good at? What can I consistently get better at? And that's just what you got to work towards. Like, somebody who, like you said, is going to have a better grade than you, okay, is my extracurricular better? You know, can I do this better? That's just something you have to figure out. Is this hobby, like, figure out a hobby and something that you can, like, honestly get paid for. Like, get paid for things that you like to do. That's, like, the biggest thing in life. Like, don't do something that you don't enjoy, because then you're just going to hate it. You're going to hate your life. So, like, for me, like, I enjoy medicine. I enjoy doing, like helping people and stuff like that. And that's, like, something, that a career path that I want to do. And so being able to figure that out is the biggest thing that'll help you in life, honestly.
And I think that's something that I'm really excited about for the next generation is, like, having more doctors like you, right? Because I think you're very unique, where I think these days we have a lot of doctors with technical knowledge who don't live good lifestyle, like the fat doctors, right? And then there's a lot of, like, gym bros that be, like, saying protein in your face, right? Who, like, are pretty good at when they know shit, but, like, they don't know shit like a doctor would, right? But I'm meeting more guys like you. I think maybe at Michigan that are, like, you know, going on the pre-med track. They're going to become a doctor, but they're also, like, the gym bro that shouts protein in your face, right? Yeah. I think that combo is going to be, like, that's the doctor I want when I'm older, right? Like, not only the doctor that, like, knows, like, everything about your gut microbiome and, like, my cells and, like, all the shit in my body, or I don't know any of it. Like, I want a doctor who knows, like, the technical details so well, but it's also hitting the gym and just having a good time, right? I think that you're going to be such a unique niche that it's going to stand out. Like, people are going to want, like, doctors like that, right? And that's the way you stand out, right? Like, you don't have to become better than the kid next to you who's, like, grinding away in the library all day, right? Like, there's ways to stand out. And I think that that's what it's exciting about me, about this next generation. About, like, you're right, like, competition breeds, like, the best stand out. Like, what does the best mean will change. And we'll see that in a couple of decades, like, what does best really mean? So.
Exactly. Like, that bar is always changing, man. It's always just getting better. And so that means you got to get better, no matter what. It's just, you know, you either sink or swim, man. You know, it's like dead fish go with the flow. Yeah. So you gotta break that. You gotta do your thing. Do what works for you. And so, like, practice what you preach, honestly, is the biggest thing. Like, people say this and that, but are you really getting better? Are you really, like, you know, focusing on your diet? You go and smoke and drink and do all this on the weekend, eat fat food, and you're in the gym. You're not practicing what you preach. Like, it's different. So it's just, you gotta be consistent with what you do. Everything in moderation.
Have you thought about, like, why is it getting so competitive, or that's just, like, how it's always been?
Not really. I haven't really thought about that. Honestly,
I think it's brutal these days, doesn't it? Like, just walking around,
just,
like, I feel like there's, like, this tension.
Yeah, especially being on a campus like UMich, where there's just so many smart people. You're surrounded by that. That also just makes you, like I said, it makes you want to be better. Like, you're surrounded by so many people, you're forced to become better. And so that in of itself is breeding that competitiveness. And so, like, it's happening everywhere. Just like colleges want that prestige, they want that, you know, status. And so they're getting all these kids who are, like, the best of the best. That just breeds more people who are the best of the best. And it's just a continuous cycle, honestly. But that's just the way the world works, I guess, nowadays. You know, it wasn't like that 20 years ago, 30 years ago, but I guess it's just how it is.
Yeah, I mean, you know, competition's always been there, right from the caveman days, where, you know, you gotta be the superior ape to get access to the woman and access to the food. You know, beat the shit out of the bear or whatever. Right? But I just think that nature is just, like, slowly, like, exponentially getting worse and worse and worse. Maybe because it's a bigger population now, right?
The world is
but
a lot
we're all competing with each other, right? Like, there's 8 billion motherfuckers competing with each other, right? So, I mean, do you enjoy that part of life, or does it stress you out?
I mean, I've also been, like, competitive. Like, when I see somebody doing better than me or doing something who's better, it's like, in my mindset is like, okay, why can't I do that? It's not like to put other person down. I think everybody, instead of, like, competing with people, I think we should be working towards to get better together. But it's like a good competitiveness. I don't think a toxic competitiveness is a good thing. Like, I don't think, like, if you like the toxic pre-med, like, stereotype, they're gatekeeping what research is doing or whatever clubs they're in. It's just like, you're not helping anybody. Like, that's just being, like, a dickhead, right? It's like, we're all here to learn, do the same thing, help people, right? Why would you not want to help other people do that? And it's like, you see somebody who's doing something really good. It's like, okay, I can do the same thing as well. And that's, like, honestly a mindset that I've been carrying. It's like, I don't want to be that toxic pre-med mentality. I don't want to be like gatekeeping this and that. It's like I want to be helping out other people. Like we're all working to be a doctor. Why would I not want to help you too? That's just innately what we should be doing for each other, right? So that's just something that I view, you know.
I like it. I mean, I think competition is great. Like, I'm the kind of guy that's like, when I'm competing with you, I'll look you dead in the eye. Like, I want to beat the shit out of you, right? But then afterwards, I'll shake your hand.
Exactly.
You know, it's like, it's fun, you know? It's like, I'll admit it when someone's better. You know, I'll respect it. I'll try to learn from them.
Exactly.
Right? But, you know, I think that it's such a fun part of life, right? Competing with people. I think it's driven me to grow a lot as a person, right? Like, I think my motivation to grow has come from like wanting to beat other people and wanting to get better than some of my friends, and you know we build each other up, right? And then you shake your hand at the end of the day and like, okay, how can I help you out?
And
do this, right?
That's like another reason why like that powerlifting, it's just you're competing with so much greatness in that sport, and it's just like working out with Ariane, for example. He lives so much, and it's like, why can't I do that? Like, why can't I be doing that as well?
You live quite a bit too, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty progressive.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's such a big motivator to be surrounded by people like that. And that's, like, the biggest thing, if anything, like, take away from this conversation and podcast is, like, surround yourself with people, like, who will better you. That's the biggest thing I honestly can preach.
I think so.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, it's how I try to live, and it's a good, like, what's the word? It's a good like reinforcement of that idea, because I don't. It's like in the back of my mind.
Exactly.
I'm starting to realize it more. Like as you're saying that, I'm like thinking back to my life. Like you know, like I'm looking back at the last 2 weeks at the kind of people I've hung out with, and it's like, you know, I love spending time with those people that bring the best out of me.
Exactly.
You know, like the people that motivate me.
Exactly.
You know. And when you're around those people, it kind of just feels right. Like you see their future with them, and it's like the pieces feel like in place.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm sure you've been in friend groups in the past where you're just like, you don't see a future.
Yeah,
with them,
exactly.
right? You're just kind of existing together for a little bit,
right?
And they make fun of you, and it's like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, it's like
right?
Those type of friend groups where you just don't feel like yourself, or you don't feel like, you know, you're where you could be. It's just not worth your time. Just stay in those friend groups. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, man.
Find those people who will push you towards being the best that you can, 100%, in anything in life. That's just a fact.
I love it, man. Well, second day of school. How's the year looking?
It's not too bad. I mean, my classes aren't that bad, but they are kind of bad. You know, I got like my biochem, my bios, and all that stuff. Yeah. So it's a heavy course load, but
that'll be fun.
Yeah, grind is grind.
It is good to be back.
Yeah,
I love
I agree.
I love Ann Arbor.
Yeah, especially like
place in the world.
Being out of the dorms. It's a lot better. Yeah.
I feel like you're a sophomore, right?
Yeah, I'm sophomore.
Okay, I forgot. Because you always with the Aryan, I always think you're a
junior. No. Same age, yeah, same year.
Yeah, you're in Cousins, right?
No, I'm on Geddes.
No, you were.
Oh, you were, yeah. I was on Cousins last year,
Yeah, are you in Phi Chi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got Rush coming up, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
It's cool to be part of one of those things, because like I wasn't into that last year, but I feel like looking back, it'd be cool to be part of one of those groups, but it's whatever now.
Yeah, exactly. And it's, like, obviously, like, for me being very social, it's like I like meeting new people. So I rushed all those clubs. It's like I met all those people. It's like I'm a very talkative person, like when it comes to those types of things. So it's just like it just worked really well for me. And I like being in those types of environments where like it's work hard, play hard. Like that's what I'm saying. In life, you have to have the balance.
Phi Chi is great for that, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those kids are insane.
I love all those guys.
They're so smart, but they know how to play hard, man. They know how to party.
Yeah.
They know how to have fun. That's like a good thing in life. You need to have fun in life. That's a good thing for your mind, mentally, and just you work better when you have like those breaks and periods of having, you know, time with other people. So
yeah, man. Well, let's close it at that.
Yeah,
I think it was a great conversation.
Yeah,
a lot of fun today, man.
Yeah, me
Hope
too.
You enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you. This was really fun. I really enjoyed it. You know, great time being here.
One of these days we'll do like a huge group one with like Arian.
Yeah,
we'll do a huge like powerlifting session. Right?
Yeah, that'd be sick. I'd be so down for
We'll
that.
do that this term.
Yeah,
Here,
let me know.
Let me get this Sharpie. We got number 120. 120? Yeah, 120. I got you, Sharpie. Yeah, you wanna grab it? Yeah, man, pick a spot. It's filling up, man.
I don't know.
He didn't toss it. It's fine. Akhil Basani. Rolling, got me stuck.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
All right. See you, Akhil.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, thank you.
Peace.
Yeah, peace.